I found that teachers were struggling deeply with the mathematics, and I thought, well, I can't coach them unless they have the content, and we can talk about the content. So I thought, well, if we bring in somebody that really understands the math, somebody from the university, and then we found Rick. I thought, well, I thought in my own ignorance, I thought one Saturday will take care of everything. I mean, I was really naive and very idealistic.
Oh, wow.
and so we had one first Saturday, and that went great. And we go back into the classroom and said, well, nothing happened. And then I said, oh, okay, we'll do 1 week in the summer. Every summer we had two weeks of summer institute, and then we added one more week of math content. And we invited Rick back. I said, that'll take care of it. That 1 week will take care of it, and went back, and no, it didn't take care of it. So we said, okay, we're going to add this as a permanent structure. So instead of just 2 weeks of summer, they're going to come 3 weeks, one week being the math. We asked the principals, and we almost require it, actually, that they come, and some of them do. And they come consistently, because it's important for them to see what it is that we're teaching the teachers, because when they go into the classroom, they know what to look for. If they don't come to this, they don't know what to look for. I had an experience with one principal where we started a reform type of curriculum, and the fifth grade teacher wasn't using it. So I'd go and report to the principal. I said, the teacher is not using the curriculum in the way that it should be used. I'd come back 2 weeks later, and he'd say, well, Lorenzo, every time I go in there, he's doing math, but he's not doing the reform math. He's turned that reform type curriculum into a very traditional curriculum. So the principal doesn't know what to look. We combined high school teachers with kindergarten teachers in lower grades purposely, because we wanted to see, not only see the interaction, but we wanted to the high school teachers, middle school teachers, to learn from the lower elementary teachers, because they see the mathematics very differently. In fact, they see it more conceptually than the upper level teachers, because the upper level teachers were focused on the procedure. And the others were actually doing it visually, many times solving the problems visually, and they were coming together. So it's a whole thing. It's a teaching and learning thing. It's instruction, and this is what teachers really have to understand, is that it's not only the instruction part, but what is happening in that instruction part. You know, what is going on in the mind of the student? In this case, Rick sees the math in the mind of the student, but what does it take for Rick to see that? Lots of math content, and the teacher can't see the math in the student's mind if they don't have the content and understand the strategies that they're using. Like today, they came up with 4 different strategies for one problem. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just amazing. And what I've seen is in a lot of PD for Common Core state standards in mathematics, they give them the standard and say, okay, interpret this standard. Mm-hmm. So if you're a procedurally based teacher, that's the way you're going to interpret it. You can't interpret it any other way. And I don't blame teachers for this. That's just the way they've been trained. They've never thought about numbers any other way. So that's important. So Rick here, a PhD in mathematics, will interpret that standard for A and for B very differently than will a teacher who's procedurally based. And we're trying to meet somewhere in the middle between this continuum.